All right, I love this stuff. I'm going to try, you guys, we have a bunch of things to jump into. I'm going to try and fly through these and give you kind of the synopsis of things that are beneficial based on these ingredients and some of the combinations together. With that said, let me caveat this.
I'm going to get right to the point. Wait a second. Let me say one more thing.
Okay. But I need to, because here's the thing. Any one of these ingredients can do so much more than what I'm going to say.
Okay.
And the research is there.
Yeah.
We could be here for hours and hours and hours talking about any one of these ingredients.
Well, and I just have a caveat of myself to say myself.
Okay.
You love this. You geek out over this stuff, and you can talk about this for hours. So let's get to the.
Oh, yeah.
You can say a lot, but let's not say a lot. Let's just hit the highlights.
Highlights. Here we go. You guys ready? We're gonna do highlights. B vitamins in there. We have several B vitamins here. Base level. All B vitamins are tied to the conversion of food to energy. They break down lipids, carbs, and proteins for the body to use. Let's jump into the B vitamins. B1 helps with enzymatic processes that help improve the blood sugar levels and insulin levels in the body. It's been known to help stabilize mood as well as happy. It's a helper for passing messages between nerves and muscles. When it's been combined with vitamin C, Prime also has vitamin C, we'll talk about that, it's found to lower the risk of kidney infection. When it's combined with B12, another B vitamin, it improves nerve cell function, specifically regarding pain. Okay, that's B1.
Okay.
All right, B2, water-soluble vitamin, micronutrient. Really easily to get into the bloodstream. The challenge with B2 is that the body doesn't hold a large reserve because it's so fluid. It uses it and it can pass it. B2 is used as part of the ATP process in the cell. When you combine it with vitamin A, it's known to help with the mucous membrane and the digestive system. It aids healthy liver function, helps convert the amino acid tryptophan into niacin, a very valuable, that's a B3, we'll get there in just a second, use for cell use in the body. It aids in the absorbing and activation of iron, folic acid, not fulvic, not our goal, folic acid, Bs 1, 3, and 6, help make utilization within the body. Aids in hormone production in the adrenal glands, and more, okay? B3, just said niacin. Synthesizes NAD and NADP. What do these deal with? These deal with over 400 biochemical reactions within the body relating to energy production. B3 also is a substance on which enzymes act for the mitochondrial function and the production of new mitochondria. Mitochondria is this energy engine, powerhouse within the cell, right? B5 synthesizes cholesterol. That alone would be great. But it also helps in the formation of sex and stress-related hormones, forming red blood cells. You're going to find others help with the formation of red blood cells as well. It aids in the use of B2, going back to B2, in managing stress. Remember, B2 had an emotional mood quality to it. This, working together, actually has shown a better function with managing stress. That was one of our environmental challenges, right? B6, it's an essential vitamin. Have you ever heard of essential vitamins?
Yes, I have.
And it's not just essential like you really need it. Essential vitamin, in the case of the body, can't create it on its own. There's no way. It just doesn't create it. You have to get it from an external source. Food is a great way to do that. If you can't get enough of it through food, you should supplement with it, right? And they find, and all of these studies that back these are supplementation with these ingredients, these micronutrients, right? It's an essential vitamin needed for the creation of red blood cells and neurotransmitters. Helps with the regulation of emotions, right? And we know that the neuron process, that cell is gut-brain connection.
Right.
So there's a whole connectivity throughout the body. B6 also helps with decreasing high homocysteine levels. This is important because a high homocysteine level actually, it's represented by weakness and fatigue and dizziness and things like that. And so we want to make sure we have good levels of that. B7, helpful for the nervous system and the liver metabolism. B9, we know about B9. right? This is used in early pregnancy, helps with the brain and spine function, right, of that baby.
A lot of B vitamins in this.
A lot of B's, a lot of B's, not the B's, B vitamins,
Oh,
right?
good.
Yeah. Okay. B9 though also helps with red blood cell formation and healthy cell growth and function. It also is known to support the DNA and RNA production process. B12, we mentioned that earlier, prevents excessive glutamate. That may be foreign to a lot of us, but glutamate, excessive glutamate is overexciting nerve cells when you have too much of it. And this can actually lead to damage and improper cell death, which then has its own toxin and replication process issues. So we want to make sure we keep the levels down to avoid problems in that area. B12 is also essential for red blood cell function. That's getting me tongue-tied. Cell metabolism, nerve function, and DNA production. Okay?
Okay.
Enough of B's.
Okay.
On the vitamin A. Okay, vitamin A is a free radical scavenger, just loves to go out and find the free radicals and take them out to the trash, right? Promotes healthy skin, strong immune system, eye health. I'll keep the pace going. Vitamin C, though, superhero, one of my favorites. I know it's so prevalent, but I don't know if we know all that it does. It does so much. It's necessary for growth, for development of all body tissue development. Think about collagen, the absorption of iron, proper immune function. It's involved in all of those processes. Vitamin C also, and I don't think a lot of people know this, helps with the production of antiviral agents.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a big support there. All right, vitamin E. We have two types of vitamin E, acetate and succinate. I've heard people call it succinate. I don't like that version. I've heard other people call succinate.
So that's what you're going
And
to
so
go
I'm
with?
staying with succinate. I mean, these are all researchers, but
Yes.
for whatever reason, maybe it's an East Coast, West Coast thing, I'm not sure. So the vitamin E acetate had a useful antioxidant in the body and is considered to assist in the inflammation reduction response. Obviously, highly needed. We have already talked about that. Succinate activates the NRF2. Now, we haven't heard that yet. We heard that in Think before,
right.
and the brain's NRF2 response. But we have other cells that actually do have gene expression. NRF2 is part of the regulating of the gene expression so we get the right expression based on the resources available. It protects against excessive glutamate, the one we just talked about, and the improper cell death. Magnesium citrate, one of my favorites. I supplement with this often anyways. It's needed for every cell because of its unique ion charge. How it's charged is unique. And so it's needed in everybody. It is primarily known for its function with nucleic acid and the production of energy, but it also works with over 300 enzymes to regulate protein production, signal transmission with nerves and muscles, and blood pressure and glucose levels. I want to remind that we're bring forward that this is targeting the cell.
Right.
The result of good function is because of the process at the cell level. I mean, we might take big, broad signal transmission from nerves to muscles. Yes, but why? Because the nerve cell is functioning properly and transmitting to the cells that make up the muscle structure. I need to make sure that we just keep carrying that forward. Magnesium citrate, digestive regulation support. It actually triggers more water into the intestines to help with flow.
Oh.
When coupled with calcium, it helps calcium cross the cell membrane for bone creation. Osteoporosis, things like that.
We have a lot of these ingredients that work well together.
Yes. It totally intended, right? That's not by chance, that is by design. We want to make sure if we can maximize combos, we should, because the body needs them, especially when they're essential. And a lot of these are essential. Magnesium citrate is also known for conducting proper electrical signaling as it relates to heartbeat timing, because it's got that signaling function. All right, zinc. Zinc's a trace mineral. It's also an essential mineral, meaning body can't make it on its own. It needs to bring it in.
Wasn't sure if you were asking.
I was gonna test you, but I didn't want to put you on the spot.
Oh, you already have several times. It's fine.
Have I?
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. How many enzyme processes? Just kidding. All right. Zinc. It's a cofactor. Over 200 enzyme reactions within the body. Supports blood cell production. Again, another one of these. Testosterone production, wound healing, sensory support. When combined with glycine, guess what has glycine in it?
Prime?
Yes, good job. We'll talk about glycine in just a second.
Can't wait.
When zinc is combined with glycine, it maintains the molecular structure in the intestinal tract, allowing for greater bioavailability, meaning the body's going to make greater use over time. It's more efficient for the body to make use of the zinc for these other things that we've already mentioned. Okay, let me make one note.
Okay.
For women in particular, I found this study very interesting because I've never considered a trace mineral to have this impact on performance, like sport performance, physical performance. A study of women showed that supplementing by zinc, and this form of zinc, was statistically significant in decreasing the 3-mile run time and created greater distance in a 25-minute stationary bike ride against a placebo.
Well, that'll help me with my Ironman.
Exactly. You're ready to go. I'm just going to give you some zinc. You're going to go flying at least for 3 miles.
Right.
Right? It's a little bit longer than that in the Ironman, but this particular form of zinc. All right. This one's going to be interesting for you. Broccoli extract.
Didn't see that coming.
Broccoli extract.
Okay, why?
Okay. Broccoli extract. One of the things that this extract derives, one of the many properties, and it has much more than what I'm going to mention here, we wanted to get the sulforaphane out of it and into the body. We need it. The body can make great use of it. It is a rich source of so many things, but one of them is sulforaphane. It's a key NRF2 activator for gene expression. We were looking for that. We've seen it before, but all of these attack in different ways into the activation of the right process. We've mentioned this before, but I think it's worth mentioning again. A lot of what we're doing is trying to not just supply a resource for the body to use. A good diet can do that, a really good diet. I mean, I think that's hard to diet your way into what the body needs today based on what's available as far as the quality.
Especially in the United States.
Yeah, I mean, you think about the beta carotene in a tomato. It's not.
Right.
It's just not what it was 40 years ago.
Right.
But what we're also trying to do is instigate the body's natural reactions and instigate them in such a way that they're balanced, not that they're just overproduced. We've seen what happens with too much glutamate, right? We don't want an overexcited nervous system and premature cell death. What we want is a balanced reactor. And so we're trying to address or instigate or tease the body into its own proper function. We love that about sulforaphane, but it also is a key for cellular defense. It helps maintain the cellular response to the toxin and the damage that is imposed upon it. Helps with a healthy immune function. It also is beneficial for the microbiome. It helps with age and longevity and is an additional support for brain function. Selenium. So we're coming down to the last few.
Okay.
You've been so patient.
Thank you.
Selenium. One of these I think you've heard before. Selenium, antioxidant powerhouse, neutralizes and is known for neutralizing free radicals. I love the direct attack that is known for neutralizing free radicals that are associated with oxidative stress, because that is exactly one of the things we're trying to target for the protection of the cell. It supports the reduction of DNA damage. DNA damage is going to be a result because the cell gets damaged, and so it's all part of that, maintaining the cell structure so that replication can take place properly and that we have the right pattern to work off of. Boost the immune system. And obviously we'll keep the caveat, this is just based on studies for selenium. It may destroy cancer cells. Let's talk about two major meta-analyses, one with 350,000 people involved in it, showing that a high selenium blood level was associated with a lower risk of certain cancers, breast, lung, colon, prostate. Obviously high flyers when it comes to cancers that are readily prominent in society. In another meta-analysis, a 433,000 people, it was a high blood level of selenium, also showed a reduced risk of heart disease.
Oh, wow.
Interesting, very different, right? Very different reactions, same
Selenium
ingredient.
is a powerhouse, isn't it?
Total powerhouse. It's also been shown to support the prevention of mental decline and also thyroid health.
I'll take it. Just
It's like let me just give me selenium.
Right.
I'll take it and
That's
we'll
what
run
I'm
with
thinking.
that. Chromium, essential, trace mineral. I won't repeat what essential is. We can rewind, but you know what it is, right?
Everyone does.
Okay, good. Highly absorbable, supports proper blood sugar levels. High blood sugar levels, too much inflammation, issues there. Have you heard of coenzyme Q10?
I've heard of it lots of times.
Yes.
I told you, my scanner pulls that up on me
all
all
the time. Well, hopefully that's going down because you've been taking Think, but also as you take Prime. Now, this is another powerhouse, and we're loaded with powerhouses. Improves energy, provides mitochondrial substrate to create energy. It boosts immune system. It neutralizes free radicals. Again, targeted straight in, neutralizing free radicals. Supports cell growth. Prevents the release of excess glutamate. We've talked about that already. It's a strong antioxidant, and guess what it also does?
What?
It activates the NRF2 response for gene expression.
Yep.
Again, I mean, everybody that has ever looked at coenzyme Q10, they love it, they need it, we need it. All right, glycine. Glycine is a great one. I love glycine. This was one of the best discoveries that we found in recent research. Before I say that, why no NAC? People are going to say there's no NAC in Prime.
in this. Yeah.
Why no NAC
There's a
in
good
Prime?
reason why there's no NAC.
The FDA this year, in fact, has just put out statements after review that NAC is actually considered a drug, and they reserve the right to enforce. Meaning, if you don't have a prescription, they can make you recall all of it. They can make you pay fines. They can do all kinds of things.
You can take NAC on its own.
Yeah.
But you can't put it into a supplement.
Well, NAC is considered a drug.
Right.
It is a drug by the FDA. Now, I'm going to say that they're considering it for review as a supplement, and we haven't seen a whole lot because we're talking, this is months old. This is recent stuff.
Originally, we wanted to put NAC in this.
We were going to put NAC in this, and I love NAC, and I've taken NAC, and it is very helpful for the glutathione help. Well, so what it does for the body's own glutathione level response system. We'll talk about that briefly, but we wanted to make sure that we were aware of NAC. We're avoiding NAC because of the FDA's ruling that it is considered a drug while they wait, and we wait the ruling whether it can be considered a dietary supplement.
So we wanted NAC, can't have NAC, what are we going to do?
The miracle is glycine.
Yes.
Glycine is this, it's like, it's been cast aside because NAC was so popular. It's an amino acid that actually synthesizes the endogenous production, again, the body's own creation, and balancing of glutathione. This was key for us, the balancing of glutathione. Because NAC instigates production, glycine not only instigates the natural production, but also the balancing of glutathione. We found this to be a better ingredient than NAC in the marketplace. Glutathione is... It was a shot from the rooftops kind of finding. We love this, and we love the research that has been associated with it. The glutathione, and the reason why we have glycine is primarily for the glutathione benefits, but it also does more. It does even more, and it targets right with what Prime is here for. Glutathione is the holy grail of sorts for building tissues and repairing tissues within the body. Again, think cell. Creating chemicals and proteins that are needed for proper immune functions. Glutathione, on its own, a lot of people don't know this. You could supplement, there's a lot of supplements out there that are glutathione supplements. But glutathione is actually destroyed in the digestive process. It doesn't get to you and doesn't get to the levels that you can make use of it. So we were interested in, well, what can get through the digestive process, but then can trigger the glutathione production. Glycine is it. Glycine is the solution. By triggering or instigating the glutathione production, this creates a biosynthesis within the body that enhances the body's availability of nitric oxide for the body. That is a wonderful thing for the blood, the vascular system. It supports cell membrane. Glycine supports the cell structure, the membrane, and acts as a defense against potential damage. Like, just a nice byproduct of glycine, yet it helps maintain the structure, which is one of the things we're targeting when we talk about cell life and cell performance and cell health, well-being. The upstream effect of glycine is that it's a blocker of the primary activation of certain types of inflammatory cells, meaning it helps stop it from starting. Again, just a wonderful find that is not readily out there. And we don't find very many that are even attempting to get this, because it actually is fairly new, a lot of the research. Within the last, I think it was discovered 29 years ago, but even the research tails on that. Most of the research is within the last decade.
Which is exactly what you were talking about in the beginning with all of the changes that we've had in our world. We need to look at the newer research.
Yes, and I think that we always need to look. I mean, if we can make Prime better, if we can make Think better, if we can make Gold better, if we can make it better, we should.
That's right.
But the onus is on us to try and find a better solution, not just to change for change's sake, but what does the research say? All right, alpha-lipoic acid, last two. Alpha-lipoic acid activates the NRF2 response. It's a powerful antioxidant. It's a natural distributor of glutathione. So think about glycine helps produce it. Alpha-lipoic acid helps distribute. Lipoic acid, helps distribute it. It destroys toxins, and it's present in every cell. And then the last one, beta-carotene. Last but certainly not least, it's a critical antioxidant that prevents cellular and DNA damage. That statement alone is worth its weight in gold, but it is beta-carotene. That was a lot.
That was a lot. Thank you for sticking with us if you're still here.
The goal is not a lot, though.
No. You know what? I'm just thinking over Prime, and this has been a long time coming for us. There's a lot of research that has gone into this, a lot of time, a lot of thought, a lot of preparation, and we waited until we felt we were 100% ready and had a great product.
Yes, yeah. It has been visited, it has been shelved, it has been visited, it's been shelved. We've been put it back forth because until we get it right, we get it right.
We got it right.
And I think that's, even though this is a long discussion, it wasn't just to throw a lot of things together.
No.
What we needed to do is to correctly combine certain ingredients and to strategically look at the overall goal of building, supporting, and keeping cells repaired from damage in the environment, and then further protecting the cell from harm.
Every single ingredient has multiple purposes and multiple reasons why we used it, and they work together.
Yeah. If there's an end goal, we're looking at 100% performance.
Right.
Like if we could ever achieve 100% cell performance, that's what we want. We're going to work at it. We're going to grind at it until we get it. Because the thing is, if your cells performed and lived at 100%, what would life be like for you and for the rest of your life? That's what we're here for. So everybody, Prime by Solex, here it is. We hope you love it. It's available right now. Try it out.